So let's just take a moment to close our eyes and just feel this beautiful web that we are weaving together, just feeling our connection to the land, to the ground, where we currently stand, feeling the ancestors of this land, where I stand here in Greece, feeling my ancestors, feeling the elemental beings that dwell here, feeling the mermaids, the dolphins, feeling Hephaestus and Sekhmet, and calling the support of the spirits of this island here in the North Aegean Sea to sustain this container for this womb oracular council today. So I call the benevolent beings, the peacock medicine that it's here around, the sheep medicine, the cat, to hold this container for us so I may be a vessel for whatever messages are available here from this land and from within my lineages today. When I invite the ancestors of all these beautiful sacred women that said yes to this beautiful invitation to weave together across the globe. And I would love to invite each one of you to just add to this opening and this grounding today as it feels and it makes sense to be this way. You can add silently or just add your voice to this.
I'll jump in and invite
you
my... Oh, carry on. You go ahead.
After you, Dhyāna.
I just want to call in and honor the Lenni Lenape original peoples of the land that I inhabit, who support and have nourished the soil here before me, and all the plant beings that are coming to help me and my family, and all that web of interconnectivity across the globe with nature and the healers that come from the elements to support our human existence. Calling all my ancestors from near and far to weave with us here, to bring in their messages and guidance, reaching out from my inner flame to the cosmos, to my loved ones on the other side, to the angels, to the guides, to the star beings. With gratitude, welcoming all hands, all helping, healing hands to hold this circle with us today.
And joining in the circle, inviting the energies from this wild feminine terrain of Devon, the bottom tip of the United Kingdom, and particularly the moor where I live, which has a beautiful, wild, grandmother, ancient energy held in the ancestral templates of the land, rooting down as a guardian of the land here, high up on the moor, and calling in the assistance and the guardianship of the energies and the grandmother energy of the land here. opening and receiving, and aligning through my infinity spark, opening my womb and my womb knowing, deep down into the roots of the earth, honoring all the trees, the standing ones, the gorse bushes, the rivers, the oceans surrounding this beautiful piece of land, and the network that stretches out and weaves its way around the globe, honoring our womb threads as we gather here and opening up through our crowns up beyond to the cosmic womb, inviting the energies of our eternity, our eternal beingness. Just feeling the gratitude to be in this space and to bring an opening of a portal and anchoring a beautiful feminine energy deeper, deeper into its full expression through me, through all of us. And so it is.
And so it is. And so it is. So I will also weave in with the medicine of the Amazon jungle, the large feminine energy of the indigenous people in these lands, of my ancestors, African lineages. I also call in the spirit of spring, season we're in, this energy of rebirth, connecting also to the spirit of the moon as we wane, wax into the full moon tomorrow, inviting all these beautiful energies in this container. And so it is.
So it is.
Ooh. Correctly. So let me snap that out of me. Yay. So I loved you. So welcome everyone to the Womb Oracular Council, and I am so excited to be here with this amazing sacred sisters, beautiful womb priestesses, curandeiras, medicine women, and we come together in this potency of the upcoming full moon in Libra to just receive and share the inspirations that are coming through the womb consciousness, our individual journey as well as collective journey. So today I want to welcome my beloved sister Dhyāna to begin the messages, the oracular messages sharing.
Thank you, Nicole. It's a blessing to be here with all of you and all of you who may be tuning in at a later time. I also invite you to just take a deep breath. Just to arrive, letting go or being aware of all that came before and just being present in this moment, inviting a receptivity, an open heart, a deeply rooted womb for whatever insight may come through these oracular messages, whether they speak to you specifically or will come back to you in a week from now and have some resonance and some useful information to support or ignite and encourage you to step into full authority and radiance in your life. deepening relationships to earth and other humans. So as I begin, I open to connect with spirit, to my own soul, to any on the other side who wish to come through, to nature, to guidance, to the elements, for information. And immediately I'm drawn to the connection with what is. And as I look out, I see right now buds, spring buds, leaves greening, beginning to grow, and yet there are also some that aren't going to be as fruitful. And this is a reflection of what in my life and maybe your life needs to be let go and not attached to, focus on what is turning into mulch for renewal, and to allow, and I get chills as I tune in at this, allow the energy of the rising sap to go towards that greening of the new life. So where in our lives are there tethers or attachments or old energy signatures to structure and form that is really needing to be released now for energy to go towards new growth? Just like if you're a gardener, you know that sometimes pruning is an act of service to foster growth. And I'm feeling chills all over my body and feeling this alignment of my body, of our vessel, as connected to that same living essence of a tree, of any being, any life form. And I'm drawn to this pulsing in my solar plexus, this will to live, this drive to move forward, to step forward with this solar radiance, this yellow. The solar plexus is connected to the color of yellow, and we have this beautiful yellow daffodil, and I'm also feeling that sun radiance coming in through my window, aware of the sun up here, and that energy, letting that energy infuse, whether you see the sun or not, knowing it's there, you can call upon this energy and let it infuse this power center right under your rib cage. This is a place where we digest too, right next to your stomach. And in tune with what we are digesting, to process, to eliminate, right? We need this ingestion of this solar radiance for the greening, also aware of the digestive process of extracting and absorbing nutrients and releasing waste, really calling in this beautiful energy. Wherever you are in the world, it's not springtime everywhere, but maybe somewhere in your life, there is a need to focus on digestion, assimilating of nutrition, nutrients, and life-giving, nurturing. What in your life nurtures your life? What do you need right now to nurture your life? And what is not nurturing your life? What do you need to release? Just tuning in one more time for anything else that wants to come through, either along those lines or any other message before I pass the baton. Inviting you to breathe. And the same thing as with a tree, breathing and expelling what you don't need, calling in that breath of life that nourishes the blood, that nourishes the organs and all the cells. And this detoxifying exhale. Be nature, be connected to this body that your spirit is flowing through, and allow this vitality to replenish and regenerate and regrow where you need to, where there is a need for extra care and attention within your body, within your psyche, within your energy body. And then from there, let that spread out into the world around you in a beautiful, harmonious way that is truly aligned with your being, your spirit, my heart, my womb, my soul to yours. I feel my heart beating, and I just want to expand and share this love with all of you in this moment and close with that as I pass this baton. And I will pass this going clockwise the way I see it to the daffodiled framed beautiful Deborah Stanley.
Thank you so much.
So,
Okay, so thank you, Dhyāna. I really loved that. The sense of the sunlight and the spring energy and the digestion. I really could feel my body going, oh, yes, to that. It really landed. And that you're bringing your energy from the US. So just tuning in, placing a hand, and you can join me if you want to, over my heart, my left hand over my heart, my right hand over my womb. As I connect in here from these Celtic lands, here in Devon in the UK, and I'm here on the wild moor, which holds this very ancient grandmother energy, and just sinking down into my roots, into my womb, opening my heart, allowing these two centers to merge, to greet each other, to weave, to dance, and breathing, opening into this beautiful portal of the full moon in Libra. And I feel I'm like the spring energies. As we deepen into spring, we're casting off this cloak of winter with her many pockets. And just this last month, as we've been spiraling through Aries and what has felt like a very volcanic, fiery blaze, I can feel the energies of this full moon bringing equilibrium, bringing a soothing calm. And I've noticed like a sort of inner guidance from my womb that's been getting a larger voice. And I might go to do something or be in an energy which previously was more aligned with that sort of volcanic blaze, that adrenal sort of rush. And then this sort of alignment of no, comes in, and it's like my womb is really beautifully guiding me, that we don't have to do that anymore. We don't have to be like that anymore. We don't have to entrain with that energy anymore. and that's what's leaving. And even if it's chaotic around us, we can be this still point. If we just keep returning to our womb center and breathe and root ourselves down in the land where we are, and align with and call on the support and the guidance and the wisdom of the standing ones, the beautiful trees and their beautiful tree roots, and asking them to guide our roots down into the center of the earth. I can feel my heart just is allowed to expand because of that rooting, which feels good, feels nourishing. And as I've approached this full moon and leave behind some chaos of the new moon in Aries, and having been in a kind of, you know, energetic shedding of a skin as I came through, I had a virus and I really was knocked out for 10 days. And it was like one of those mini little cycles coming through that, the death of stuff. Just noticing what I'm leaving behind and not attaching to it and not judging it, but just really opening to the new energies of spring, the newness and the possibilities, and seeing patterns just coming up, but actually really catching them in that moment and choosing to realign. And what I feel, this energy of the new moon, of the full moon rather, this energy that's really coming through, that I've really noticed, I've felt it, I've heard about it, but I've also really felt it, is about just bringing through some spaciousness. And as Dhyāna was saying, what nourishes us, to place what nourishes you at the center of your life, and to really be conscious of checking in every day, every moment, you know, is that the most nourishing, magical, gorgeous, joyful way to be, choice to make? And it feels like we sometimes have to take a risk to step in, or rather to step out and to say no to the chaos and to realign with the nourishment codes. But what I love is when we do that, we invite in the magic and we hand over the chaos and we let the universe just deliver a way more magical, beautiful, aligned path for us, where we can take our head off our shoulders and put it under our arms and actually really just move from heart-centered, womb-centered living and live from space. And I've really noticed myself, and it feels a bit risky, it feels a bit edgy, not doing the thing that is kind of, you know, on that path and leads to the A to Z route, but just to go on the merry-go-round, to let spirit dance me and weave me, and really just hold that alignment of only if it serves my nourishment codes, only if it serves my joy and spaciousness. And that can be work and family and relationships and home life, all of it, just to let that permeate out. So that is my, where are we? April Oracle for the full moon in Libra. Beautiful souls, thank you. So I am going to pass the baton to Karina. Beautiful.
Thank you, Deborah. Nicole and Dhyāna, I'm so honored to be sitting with you together here in this womb oracular council, and can share together what's coming through for us. So I will take over from Deborah. She was talking about Aries. I just had my birthday yesterday. I'm an Aries fire girl. so, so yeah, celebrating the energies of Aries, this young, masculine, fiery energy. It has its base also. It has its energy that has been activated just before we move to Taurus. And that's beautiful to honor. And I will also bring in the energy of the maiden who comes with the spring. And some of the points you've talked about opening to life, about, yeah, this being sensitive, this vulnerability. I'm weaving in the threads of trust, especially trust. And I like what Deborah was saying about letting the universe, the spirits dance you. Because in trusting, we have to learn to let go. We have to trust that it's guiding us that where we have to be taken. And in my life in this moment, it's something that I'm calling in a lot. The three of you, you know my journey that's still ongoing, and it's been a big dance and it's still ongoing, but I keep trusting, keeping on the faith. And that's what I'm weaving in again. So my inner maiden, I'm inviting them to come, to open, letting go of the crown, energies of winter. Now we're into the playfulness, the spontaneity, all these beautiful energies that the maiden brings. And the letting go, so the shedding, like you were saying, shedding. So what's coming in for me is how we can, in every moment, every now moment, anchor in the now. How are we still bringing stories of the past into the now, into this timeline? And we can choose to align in this purity. The energy of the maiden also is about purity, innocence, this beautiful energies. I'm weaving them and inviting each and every one of us to connect to that. How can we reconnect to our inner child, our inner maiden? So, and trust that those seeds, at least to trust the seed, it's already got the intelligence encoded. So even if we don't see where we're going, just trust it's gonna sprout and blossom like the daffodils. They were a seed once, and they're beautiful daffodils now. So even if we don't see where we're going, even if we're feeling a little bit, I feel that trust is a beautiful key. This sport coming in. So that's it for now. I connect also to the full moon energies also. I wanted to invite us to feel into this beautiful energy of fertility, fullness, and also letting go, what Deborah has already talked about, and Dhyāna. But then how can we still look into maybe in the shadow side of our maiden self? This energy of spring where we lack trust in life, where we are doubting, how we can release that and open more to life. So, and as the moon starts to release, we can allow that shedding to flow with the moon back to the dark world. Lots of love, and I will pass the baton to Nicole. There you are.
Thank you, Karina. Thank you, Debs. Thank you, Dhyāna. Wow. I resonate so much with all that has been shared, and I feel like calling the energy of bliss and how following our bliss, which feels to me very much this maiden energy that says yes for life, no matter what. She follows whatever path it comes before her, so she can drink from, from the pleasures of being alive, of enjoying and playing with nature, this energy of spring also that has the strength, the power to shoot out from, from the dark, fertile nest womb of Great Mother Earth. And I'm feeling this importance as personally, I feel the ancestors in the veils are so thin at the moment with this conjunction we had in Neptune and Jupiter. But for me personally, even prior to this, I just had such a potent journey with my ancestors where they were literally communicating. And I feel that this is exactly the support, that kind of weaving with what you beautiful sisters have shared, is like, yes, as we feel those parts of us that are maybe holding back into the old patterns, into the old paradigms, that are still wanting to, hold back from following, from awakening and allowing the bliss blueprint to come online in every cell, in every gland, in every energy center in the body. So those resistance or those guardians within us, within our body, within our energetic body, within our lineages, can be alchemized and transmuted right now in a fairly easy way, I would say, as comparing into the past, because we are being held in this quantum field, this womb quantum field, and the ancestors are really with us, holding the container and showing up and like eager to support this alchemy. Because as we go through those portals and as we come back to nature, we come back to our sacredness, we come back to the flow, to, like Deb said, to surrendering to the dance, like how we are sometimes expanding right into following our bliss, and how sometimes we contract into those places within us. They're still wanting to stay in the old patterns, or that still wants to be sad and literally holding back from radiating, from illuminating the path ahead as we continue to dissolve and shed collectively and individually. So I feel the maiden, but I also feel the queen, as I personally have been working a lot with this archetype. So I feel that fullness of life that the maiden brings, like that following the bliss. But then the queen steps forward and she clearly knows where it's no and what's yes, what she welcomes in her queendom, what she doesn't welcome in her queendom, and what actually might be a distraction into the embodiment of her bliss. So I also call the crone to bring us, or to hold and lead us into the wisdom of our of the unseen, of the unrevealed, right? Because I also feel that we are continuously or for me, this is how it's unfolding on the personal level. There's like an unraveling, unveiling of deeper layers, of deeper mysteries that I've been journeying for years, but now it's kind of presenting and revealing itself in a more let's say profound way. So as I speak today from a quite interesting island here in Greece on the North agency, I don't know if I'm pronouncing correctly now. So this is a volcanic island. So I love how, Dhyāna, I think you mentioned about, or Debs, about this volcano. So I feel this Kundalini life force energy, which I would say it's like that Sekhmet energy, that will destroy, and menstruate all the things that are not in alignment with life, with the organic web of life, with the great cycles within Earth Mother womb and within our own personal wombs. So I've honored the mysteries of this island that I'm blessed to now experience, and what they will reveal itself to me. And then as I was speaking about the maiden mother in crone, or maiden queen in crone, it just came to my mind how some of the mysteries that this island holds, it's also of this triple goddess aspect. So just a kind of reminder that we are constantly invited to call these different archetypes within our life in different situations. You know, there are moments that we will say, you know, we will fully be with that heart open, you know, and follow our bliss and say yes to life. And then there are moments that we have to have, you know, the boundaries, or the, what is the word, the clarity and laser vision of the queen, and then the faith and wisdom of the unknown from the crone. So I close it here by also calling in those energies of the full moon in Libra, which it feels also very much to me this calling of Ma'at to bring this cosmic balance within us, to be that cosmic balance, and to strive every day to come into that now, like Karina mentioned, like Dabs mentioned. So come into the now, come into the radiance, come into the earth, come into the wisdom of the body, in order for us to continue to rebirth and then birth this golden age of cooperation and harmony. Yes, yes. Yes. So yeah, just a quick moment if you want to just tune in to Ma'at and to request and invite her to guide you, to open your heart, to what makes your soul sing, to what makes you follow your bliss, to make what makes you to be on your soulful leadership, what makes you to be on your soulful authority, and you know, and how can you be the co-creative of your reality, and allowing that to ripple out into your community and, you know, in the world at large. Yay. So yeah, let's just I forgot something very important, which it feels relevant to also bring it up, that today is Friday. We're gathering Friday, the beginning of Passover, the Jewish holiday, and Easter as well. So just feeling that again, that cyclical nature that it's depicted within these two religious holidays, which is about death and rebirth. Ultimately, it's about letting go, you know, in order to be born again into the light, into, I wouldn't even say the light, but into our solar and lunar radiance, into our alchemical radiance. Yes, so thank you.
Should we all unmute? Thank you, Nicole. Beautiful.
Yes, thank you, Nicole and Debs and Karina. I love the beautiful theme that emerged. May it be rooted in the earth and birthed through our wombs.
Yay.
Beautiful.
So until next time.
Many blessings.
Blessings.